You've been misled about what success truly is. You were taught to believe that you must first see results before you are allowed to think, feel, and move like a successful person. That belief is the first and most damaging lie. Life does not operate in that order. The world does not suddenly reward you because you have suffered long enough or because you have finally gathered enough proof. The world responds to those who decide in advance who they are becoming, long before there is visible evidence. Reality bends to the mind that refuses to wait for permission. If you tell yourself, I will think like success once I see it, then you will never see it. You will live your life reacting instead of creating. You will bow to circumstances and betray the invisible law that governs all achievement. As a person thinks in the depths of their heart, so they become. Look around you. Most people are ruled entirely by what they can touch, measure, and count. When their pockets are empty, they think poor. When their days feel heavy, they think defeated. When others doubt them, they shrink their own vision. They allow outer conditions to shape inner belief, and then they wonder why nothing ever changes. They do not realize that thoughts are not only mirrors, thoughts are molders. What you accept mentally today becomes the condition you meet tomorrow. Most people are using the law of mind, but they are using it against themselves. You must break this pattern. You must reverse the order. Your inner world must become the master. Your outer world must become the servant. You must think like success first and allow reality to catch up later. This is not pretending. This is not empty boasting. This is not claiming reward you have not earned. True success thinking is a private decision, a silent agreement between you and your own mind. It is the choice to think, speak, and act in alignment with the outcome you are committed to build, regardless of what circumstances shout at you. It is the refusal to let temporary lack define permanent identity. The person who thinks like success does not deny obstacles. They do not ignore bills, skills to learn, or mountains to climb. They simply refuse to let those facts define who they are. They see challenges as steps, not prison. The first true act of thinking like success is choosing a definite chief aim. You cannot think like success around nothing. A drifting mind creates a drifting life. Sit alone with yourself, strip away vague wishes, discard borrowed ambition. Ask yourself honestly, what do I intend to build with my life? What result am I willing to think about daily, work for consistently, and sacrifice for patiently until it becomes real? When that answer comes, do not dismiss it because it feels too large. Greatness always appears unreasonable to a timid mind. Write your aim down, not as I hope, not as I wish, but as I will. Once your aim is chosen, you must install it into your mind as a living reality. This is where most people fail. They decide once, feel inspired briefly, then allow old habits to pull them back into doubt. To think like success, you must return to your aim every single day. Each morning, before the world demands your energy, close your eyes. See yourself already living the result. See the work you do, the confidence in your movement, the calm certainty in your presence. Feel it until it feels familiar. Then say firmly, this is mine by law, as long as I think and act in harmony with it. The mind cannot long distinguish between vividly imagined reality and physical experience. What you impress with emotion and repetition, your subconscious accepts as instruction. And slowly, your outer world rearranges itself. Some call it luck, others call it coincidence. The wise call it law. But there is a condition. You cannot imagine victory in the morning and speak defeat all day. You cannot picture abundance and constantly complain about lack. That is building and destroying at the same time. Thinking like success requires alignment. Your words, your posture, your tone, your daily behavior. They must agree with your vision. When you speak of the future, speak like someone who expects to arrive. When you speak of difficulties, speak like a builder describing materials, not a victim describing fate. This will feel unnatural at first. That is normal. You were trained by circumstances to think small. Correct yourself gently but immediately. Discipline today becomes confidence tomorrow. You must also change how you relate to present reality. The unsuccessful worship what is. The success-minded respect facts but never kneel to them. They take inventory, then ask one powerful question daily. What is the next step forward? That question alone turns spectators into architects. You cannot think like success and think like a victim at the same time. You must choose. You are not your past failures. You are not your mistakes. You are what you repeatedly decide to become. Speak to yourself as a commander speaks to troops, firm, honest, unwavering. As this discipline grows, you will feel too large for your current environment. That is a sign of growth. Your conversations will change. Your choices will sharpen. You will prepare more, waste less, expect more of yourself. People will feel this shift before they understand it. Opportunities will follow alignment. Understand this truth deeply. You will always live in the image you hold of yourself. If you want lasting success, you must become internally the kind of person who can sustain it. Think like success before you see it, while you see it, and after others see it. Do not wait for permission. Reality responds to conviction backed by discipline. From this moment forward, guard your thoughts, direct them, train them. You are no longer waiting, you are building, and the world will follow. If this message resonated with you, if you are ready to master your mind and design your destiny, subscribe now to Wealth Mindset School. This channel is dedicated to building discipline, clarity, and unstoppable inner strength. Subscribe to Wealth Mindset School for daily motivation, mental mastery, and success thinking. Turn on notifications, stay consistent, and begin your transformation today. Wealth Mindset School, where thinking changes everything.